y'all?
Ooh, hey, girl.
We are so good. We are so lit, and we are so excited that you are on the phone with us right now, Judi. First of all,
I'm excited that y'all let me call in and, is doing this interview. I'm super, super blessed and thankful.
So first of all, we love you to death. I mean,
Lit.
many people love Judi, but we are like, we love you more than anybody else. So nobody else matters but us, okay?
Nope.
Okay, I love you guys too. I love y'all.
Well, thank you so much. We have a lot to cover in a little bit of time, so we're kind of going to jump into it. I just showed everybody a 2 or 3 minute clip of some of the best moments of Judi Jai. Now, I know from talking to you a little bit here and there and then seeing some of your posts, we don't want to talk too much about Bad Girls Club because that's what people always remember you for, but there's a lot more to Judi Jai than just Bad Girls Club. And so,
right, exactly. I totally agree, but, the one thing I always try to remember is, to never let Bad Girls Club, go or, forget it because, it did make me, so I always show Bjorn Murray and Oxygen the respect because, without them, I was going to make it regardless. But, they've done a lot of stuff for me, keep me relevant, keep me on the spinoff. They've just been really great people to me. So I always show Bad Girls Club mad love.
Absolutely. Now, they just released, I saw last night, I think 2 days ago, or maybe 1 day ago, they just released the BGC 17 trailer.
Right.
Did you see it yet, Judi?
I did. And, I think that is so cool. I love theme type of shows. So the fact that they, did the sister theme and then they did the social media thing,
right.
I thought that was genius because everything is ran by social media now. And seeing the East versus West thing, I think that's going to be dope. It's so crazy because it's so different from my original season.
Right.
It's completely different. Not even just because it's themes now and not, cities, it's just the girls, when I first started, none of us went on the show to, be famous. That wasn't really, what we went on the show for. We went on the show to have fun, but it seems like nowadays everybody just wants fame. And, that's fine. That's right. I get it. Times change.
That's very true. It's sad. I know actually one of the casting directors for Bjorn Murray and who does casting every season for Bad Girls Club, and he's just told me about some of the interviews he does each casting cycle. And you're right. Some people he can even tell when they're acting a certain way just to try to get noticed and get on the show. And it's very sad nowadays. But I feel like the entertainment media feel that they need to have that in their life. They need to be noticed. It's just you gotta have more. You gotta have more to you than that. It's not about you having a name on TV. It's about your life experience. Who can relate to your situations? Who can relate to your life? And what have you gone through? What type of things have you faced?
It's so true. And I think that's also why ratings have declined so much over the years because I feel everybody used to always have their favorite bad girl, the one that they can relate to. And nowadays, I don't think that a lot of the girls are relatable. Most of them have ton of work done. Most of them, they're all about materialistic things and stuff. And they have to remember, a lot of people tuning into this show don't have that type of money, or, it's just way different. It's completely different. But you have to also look at the facts that, when I was on season 7, when I first started out, this was 2011 when reality TV was just now started to get popping. This was right after a couple years, but it was still during the Flavor of Love, you know what I'm saying? I Love New York and stuff. It was during those days, but now we're competing with reality TV shows like I Love New York.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Love and Hip Hop New York. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's completely different now. Reality TV kind of runs television now. Everything is reality TV.
No,
what isn't?
Yeah, you're right. Nowadays, everything is reality TV. It's kind of crazy. But so we want to get started with the interview for sure, is asking you some really in-depth questions and talk to you about what's going on with you. Before we get started, we actually do, we had 1 or 2 callers lined up, so we do have a caller on the line right now. We're going to try to make it quick for you, but they kind of want to ask you a question, Judi.
Okay.
And if you're okay, we'd like to pull the caller on. So caller, what is your name and from where are you calling?
Hey, this is Gino. I'm from College Park, Maryland.
Hi,
Hey,
Gino.
how are you?
Hi, Gino.
What's up? How you doing?
So Gino,
How are you?
what is your question for Judi?
All right. Well, first of all, I just want to comment that Bad Girls Club has not been the same since your season. The past 6 seasons have sucked. So
Keeping it real. Keeping it real.
you're still booking interviews, you're still doing your thing, and like a lot of the girls after you haven't done anything. You know what I mean? But I don't want to get into that. Judi, I really
Shade.
Yeah, but I'm really mad that you stopped doing your songs. I loved your rap songs. Like, I've been looking for you to do something new.
No. Gino, I'm working on a mixtape.
Oh, yes, mixtape.
Yes, I'm working on a mixtape. It's called Ahead of My Time, and it is dropping, like, this year. Like, soon. I don't know exactly the exact date. But no. It's like a mixtape full of 8 songs, and you're going to love it, I swear. That means so much to me because I actually really like, recording and making music. So that means hell a lot to me. But, yes, I have a mixtape coming, for sure.
Yeah, so next time you do a show in D.C. or Baltimore, definitely let me know. I'm going to definitely come out.
I'm coming. I love Maryland, actually. I love Baltimore, and I also, I go out there a lot. So definitely, hell yeah, when I come out there, you can come in, VIP, and drink with me, and we'll be drunk, and we'll turn up, do everything.
Oh, yeah. The whole Out the Box crew.
You, yes.
I love you, too.
Thank you, Gino, for calling in. So,
Thanks.
Yeah, so Judi, just to let you know, we all about to be real lit with you when you come to Baltimore because we want to have a little out the box experience. And I told you last time, drinks on me, honey. So when you come in, you just let me know.
Baltimore is literally one of my favorite cities that I travel to. Like, I love every time I go to Baltimore, I have a blast. Like,
that's good.
Complete blast. And I always try like y'all crabs out there because I love seafood and it's the best ever.
We got them good crabs, honey. Them good crabs. So speaking of Baltimore, you actually were here maybe more than once, but I definitely know about the one time you were here. You had a book signing, so I want to talk a little bit about your book as well, and how that's going for you. How well has it been? How well has it been for you?
Well, the book, yes, I did a book signing in Baltimore. And I actually filmed my first movie there. I actually have another movie role coming, 2, and I'll be filming that this year. So I'm super excited about that. But my book did super well. It's still in Barnes & Noble, and it's actually like in Walmart, Target, Amazon Prime, Overstock, things like that. And all the proceeds went to lung cancer, and they still go to lung cancer. I didn't pocket any money from the book, because it was pretty much dedicated to my mom and my dad after they passed away. Right. So it's just, it's an awesome book, and I wanted it to be different. It's not the same as, like, most reality TV stars. They do, like, a tell-all book. I wanted to really, really, like, delve into my imagination and talk about, being Louisiana Creole and Haitian Creole, and just, it also has my mom's recipes. So I just really wanted to, like, honor my mom and my dad and my memories I had with them.
No,
absolutely. So it's a great book. Like, it really, really is. It even has, like, my poetry. Like, I think everybody would love it. And I'm actually working on another one, too. So I'm super excited about that.
And you said it's still available on Barnes & Nobles, right?
Yep. Unlimited.
So everybody, you heard that. I mean, straight here out the box, you need to go to Barnes & Nobles and book you a copy.
Yes, that one
because that's what
Yes, and you can get it online on barnesandnoble.com. It's called Foo, so Death Do Us Part, and Foo is a French word that means crazy. Y'all know I'm crazy, so I have to.
Well, yes, we know about you, Miss Voodoo. Yes, we do. So, I love Judi, though. I love her to death. So
I love y'all.
I know it's a hard topic to kind of talk about. You mentioned some of your mom's recipes are in there, and my condolences to you. Yes. I've been following you for many years, so I know that you had unfortunately lost your mother and father.
Yes.
I know that they're watching down on you, and they're I'm very proud of you, but I know they're very proud of you as well for everything you've accomplished so far.
That means a lot. I think like when my mom and my dad died, a lot of people were saying it. I read comments and stuff, and they were just like, this was after season 13, and I kind of like, let's be real, I kind of lost my mind on season 13.
On
like,
Redemption,
for real.
BGC Redemption, I remember that.
It was bad. Like, I don't know what I was going through, but when I turned 25, I just literally felt like my life was about to change. I think like I had like a breakdown or something, and I didn't know what was going on, but it's so ironic and creepy because like months later, my dad died and then my mom died. So it was like I knew something was going to happen.
Right.
I just didn't know what. But, when they did pass, like I said, it was right after season 13 had aired. And a lot of people were like, oh, my God, Judy's about to go crazy. She's about to be in a mental institute. Like, this is it for her. And it was like, shortly after Lindsay from season 12 had died or whatever.
Right.
And people were saying the most rudest stuff like Judy's next. I know she's the next bad girl. It's messed up that these producers cast these girls and give them alcohol. Like, she's not gonna make it, and like I just feel like I proved everybody wrong.
Right,
know what I'm saying?
you truly did like.
I've been through, I've been through so much stuff. Like it's just kind of like now it's kind of like, okay, what's next? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
People don't give me enough credit, I feel like sometimes, because but it's okay. Like, you know, hey.
I mean, you are doing your thing, and we're actually going to get into that in a minute, because people don't realize that you literally are, like, you're a businesswoman, you're an ambassador, you are an entrepreneur. You do a lot of stuff that people don't realize, so I'm excited to kind of talk about that in a second, because I want people to realize the type of things that you have going on. Everyone needs to realize when Judi started BGC, she was, what, 21 years old, 22 years old?
Yeah, I was 21,
right.
And now I'm 27, so that's
exactly.
like so many, you know, it's growing.
We all grow, yeah.
Right, exactly.
So even on the experience, because you've been on quite a few seasons, you've had your own season 7, BGC Redemption, All-Star Battle, and even Love Games, which I love that as well. Oh my gosh, that show.
I wish they would bring it back.
Yes.
Like I really, to be honest, like Love Games was like my favorite show. Like it was so much fun. The dates were so unique. Like you get to meet all these guys from everywhere, and I'm still friends with majority of them. It's that they need to bring that show back.
I think they do too. We need to talk to Mr. Rod directly and see what we can do to bring that back on Oxygen. He's the VP of Oxygen. We need to do some make some phone calls.
So you know the big dogs.
I know the big dogs. Well, see, Rod reached out to me when I did my show, Finding My Father. He actually reached out to me directly. Because he had obviously watched my story before it went through editing of me and my ex-boyfriend was on the show with me, so you know it was kind of a very close connection. But my episode was probably one of the most emotional ones, and I felt very touched, you know, when he reached out, and it meant a lot to me. And you know, we had chatted back and forth, and I think he was looking to bring on more shows that really dove into different.
Well, for sure, you could automatically tell that even with. Bad Girls Club Redemption, that when the network changed, you know, like the whole format for Oxygen changed, and that's when they started doing more family-oriented shows.
Right.
You know, and that's what makes me kind of upset sometimes when the Bad Girl fans are kind of like, oh, and I love them, don't get me wrong, but they're kind of like, why do they edit the fights like this? Or, you know, they just complain. But they need to understand that Oxygen was ready to get rid of the Bad Girl Club completely. You know what I'm saying? So they had to edit these fights and blur stuff out just for the network to survive, because it's all about empowerment and stuff. And we have these shows where girls are beating each other up. Like it's like a complete, you know, it's a hypocrisy. You know? So they need to understand, like, hey, you guys are still getting Bad Girl Club. It may not be as raw as it used to be, but that's because they're trying to keep it for you guys.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
They had to revamp it because it's one of their probably most viewed shows that's still on for many, many years. So they're going to keep it, I feel like, to get the ratings. But like you said, they have to make it more pleasable for different people to watch. And unfortunately, if you get too violent, I mean, you could have lawsuits involved. You could have a lot of other stuff that really can shut down.
Viewers, like, who want to keep seeing fights over and over and over again?
Yeah, I mean, we see that outside on the streets. So.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You know, it's the same thing. So, yeah, for sure. We're all on that page. We get it.
So next week, actually, I wanted to mention this as well, because we're talking about, you know, the situation with your mother and her passing away. So not many people know this. Some people do. You've shared it on Twitter before and online. So next week we have a guest, a mother and daughter duo, Cammie and Tanya, who are on Fix My Mom on Oxygen. They're with us next week.
Wow.
And I know that you were in casting to be on that show. Yeah. So I wanted to ask you about that. Like, if you don't mind.
Oh my God. So I literally, like I said, on 13, I like went kind of cuckoo. And I was like, oh my God, like, I'll probably never get called for another show. Like, these people probably are like, what the hell? Like, 2150. I mean, what, 5150? Like, you know, this. But Oxygen knows that I'm not, like, legitimately, like, crazy, you know? So when they did call me, I was not only excited about another show, but I was also excited because it had nothing to do with Bad Girl Club. And I feel like the older I get, I just can't be in that situation. Like, I can't be in a situation where I feel like somebody's going to fight me or, like, just, you know, argue with me about the stupidest stuff. Mind you, I understand every reality show needs drama, but the type of stuff that you deal with in the Bad Girl Club is just ridiculous. Exactly. Like, now that I'm older and looking back, I'm like, okay, who really wants to get all their clothes ruined? Who really wants to, like, just get beat up? you know, like it's just, and the older you get, the more you value your stuff. So it's just, you know,
See,
I
I
was
think
excited to.
if I was a girl, if I was a girl now, like, you know, sometimes I try to play dress up, you know. If I was a girl now and I was auditioning for Bad Girls Club, first of all, if you watch the previous seasons, by now you know they ruin all your shit.
Know,
so
like,
don't bring
know.
anything valuable.
I bring all my thrift store stuff.
Right, thrift store it is.
Exactly.
Yes.
but how would you? But like, imagine living like that though, like living paranoid like that.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just it's just draining, you know, like hella draining. So I was super excited to like move into a house around girls and other people that had nothing to do with Bad Girl Club, meet new friends, and to also experience that with my mom, you know, because my mom was like my biggest fan throughout these years. She may not have been proud of my choices on TV,
right.
but she knew how much I loved being on TV and how much I loved Oxygen.
Right.
So she was happy for me, you know, and she was even going to do the show, which shocked me. So, you know, it was really exciting. We went through the process. We did the sizzle reel. We talked to the producers. We were on camera. We were hilarious. Like, my mom was so funny. And producers loved it. They were cracking up. And we were all really, really excited. But unfortunately, you know, my mother did pass away.
Right.
But just even, like, experiencing that with her.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
On camera with the producer and just, you know, just showing her a little bit of what my life is like. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mom, isn't this fun? And I could tell that she totally, like, enjoyed it. Because my mom was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? When she was younger, she was, like, the hottest. She was the baddest bitch when she was young. So I know, you know, like, her times were different than mine.
Yes.
You know, she grew up in the 50s and stuff, so reality TV wasn't a thing thought of back then.
Right.
But I'm just so happy that she got to even experience it. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool for me.
That's good. Another question we have for you. You know, this generation, they are triggered on, like, reality shows, period. From the Real Housewives of whatever.
Kentucky, who make all the places, they'll try out for
Antarctica. Like, what advice do you have for the youth who is, like, sometimes we have, like, cougars that want to be on reality shows, too. What advice do you have for those people who are interested in auditioning for those parts in reality TV?
I feel like it's a super fun experience, and it's definitely a once-in-a-lifetime thing. But if you go on a reality show, make sure that you do something to just keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just be on a show and just, I mean, some girls, though, find out that reality TV is completely not what they wanted at all. You know, like, I just feel like young girls who want to aspire to be on reality TV, don't let that be your dream.
Right.
You know, like, don't let that be your goal. Like, unfortunately, Bad Girl Club doesn't show, well, they're starting to show, you know, more talents and stuff now, but, like, people don't know that I've been to college. Like, a lot of these people on reality TV do have degrees. They aren't stupid. They're intelligent. They're educated. So once those cameras stop rolling, people do go to their normal lives, you know, and I just want everybody to know that go to school, finish your degree, have something to fall back on, be secured. And if you want to do reality TV, go on it and have fun, but don't aspire to be a reality TV star.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, go beyond it. Go on reality TV to start a business, to start a radio show, to become an entrepreneur, you know, to make more money than you made on TV.
Exactly.
You know, keep it going.
You want to
know,
start a brand.
sure.
You want to be a brand like you are doing. You want to be an ambassador in not just your community, but in general.
Yeah, like you said it earlier, like some of these girls, bad girls, no shade, no pun intended, but on all reality shows, they go on here, act a fool, show their ass. Like, America hates them. They become, like, the worst bully ever, and then they, like, can't do anything in their life. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, like, if you're going to go on reality TV, be yourself, be awesome, though. Do something unique and keep it going. Like, don't go on there and just think that America likes the bad guy, because they don't. They do not.
So, I mean, while we're on this, and you're right about that, for sure, while we're on the subject of shows, I want to talk about your new show coming out on Valentine's Day, because, first of all, I was so excited. We're going to get into it, and I really wanted to watch it when it was coming out in December, but I know they pushed it back for different reasons, so we were ready for it on Valentine's Day. So talk to us about that, Judi, about your show coming out on Oxygen.
So I'm super excited. Like, when I got this call, I was like, thank God, like, because I still get my chance at a show that has nothing to do with Bad Girls Club. You know, like this new show, y'all, it is crazy. It's nuts. It's no other Bad Girls except for my partner, the twin, Danielle Victor.
Yep.
Everybody else is newbies. It's a show about best friends, and we all, you know, fell out with our best friends, had beef with our best friends, and we're competing together for $100,000.
Exactly.
Now, like I did All-Star Battle, like you said. When I tell you that those challenges are nothing compared to the challenges that we had to do, like on this show. It's kind of like The Amazing Race, and it was so much running involved. I mean, we were up till like 5 a.m. sunrise sometimes.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna be nuts.
Oh my.
Yes, like
I'd have been dragging my feet.
It's crazy, y'all, but it's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be funny. Everybody on the show is like awesome. I think everybody's gonna love somebody on the show. There's actually a guy on the show. His name is Trevor. I love him.
I know who you're talking about, actually, Trevor.
Yes, he lives in Vegas and works with Britney Spears. Like, he was, like, the best dressed in the house. Like, he's literally, like, awesome. You guys are going to love it. You guys are going to love the show.
I'm very excited to see it, Judi. And actually, at the end of our show today, towards the last few minutes, we're actually going to show everybody who's watching a clip. So I put together a clip of the Battle of the Ex-Besties. It's like a 2-minute clip from the show, just kind of meshed together with you and your partner on the show. So we will be showing that at the end of the show, so people make sure you're watching.
Yay!
I love putting it together. It was so fun editing it.
I'm really excited. And it was supposed to air in December, but they did push it back, which I think is great, to be honest, because if it aired in December, we would have been airing at 11 p.m. at night.
Oh, wow,
but the network found a better slot, and now we're airing right after the premiere of Bad Girls
Club. The new BGC.
Great.
Yeah.
So during the premiere of season 17, you know they're going to be showing hella commercials of like us for the show. You know, so it's great promo, and now we're airing at 9 p.m., which is a perfect hot spot.
Wind down
TV,
time,
you know,
where you want to sit down and look at TV.
Right.
Yes, exactly. So I'm super excited. The network was a genius with that because they really, really want this show to do well. They want more seasons. You know, they want to keep it going and stuff. So I'm praying for the best. I'm praying everybody loves it. I'm praying the ratings are great. And I just hope everybody really enjoy it because it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and so with reality television, with the many shows that you have done so far, what would you say is the most craziest or memorable thing that happened to you on any reality shows you've done so far, but behind the scenes? So our show is based on a lot of stuff that happens not on air, so behind the scenes.
Right.
So what is one of your most memorable things that happened or craziest things that happened behind the scenes that did not make it in the final footage?
I think, like, to be honest, probably, okay, so it's a toss-up between Bad Girls Club 7 and Love Games. On season 7, after my fight with Priscilla, the milk and cereal.
We watched that scene.
That was my favorite fight.
It's crazy, y'all. Literally, all the stuff that they didn't show was epic. Like, it was just... That fight lasted way longer than what was showed. Like,
I assume
that fight
so. Yeah.
It was literally like 2.5 hours. Like, it was a long
oh my gosh.
time.
I'd have been exhausted.
It was a long time. And it was like so many times of like us being broken up and us fighting again. Like, it was just it was just crazy. Like, that whole night was nuts.
See, I'm lactose. I would have been like, no,
yes, because
no.
Judi definitely served Priscilla breakfast in bed.
She did.
And we watched the clip. We watched the clip before we pulled you on, Judi, and I was over here screaming I served you breakfast in bed.
Y'all, I drank I was with Tierra and Stassi, and they hardly drank. Like, they weren't big drinkers. And y'all know me, I love to drink. I'm drinking right now. So it's I literally had like a gallon of Patron to myself.
Oh my gosh.
And whatever happened that night ended up obviously resulted in me getting beat up real bad. But it was a blast for me, so I hope Priscilla enjoyed herself.
Well, but I'm sure she did. Got a little taste of her own medicine. So I drink Patron all the time myself. But speaking of, liquor, you have something out, I believe, called Judi Juice. Is that correct?
Yes.
I need a sample.
Finally.
So tell us about that, because we want some of our samples sent in the mail.
Sure do.
If you can FedEx it.
No, you got that,
shimmy.
like 100%, like for sure. I came up with Judi Juice like on season 7. The girls started calling my cup of alcohol Judi Juice because I literally will always have like a cup of alcohol, but nobody knew what was in it. And it's crazy because it would be like 5 different liquors in it,
gosh.
like literally. Like, so on Love Games, on season 4, I was on season 3, but on 4 they brought me back with Matt, the guy who I won with, who actually I dated for like a year, for real, off the camera. They brought us back for a challenge for season 4, and they named it the Judi Juice Challenge. So I've been trying to like literally have like this alcohol for years now, but it's very hard to really get endorsed by alcohol. And especially when you've been in so much trouble and making World Star and doing all this stupid stuff, DUIs surrounding alcohol. It's just a blessing that it didn't happen when I was so young because I wasn't ready for it. But now I feel like my mind is in a different place and I can be a businesswoman. And, you know, exactly. So I have this liquor. It is called Judi Juice, and it's so good. It's like literally the color of the ocean. It has like shimmer and glitter in it.
Oh, so it's like Kool-Aid.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
You know, I like the Kool-Aid.
It's vodka. You know, I love
excited.
stuff like that. And it's like vodka, and it tastes like blueberry.
Oh my gosh.
The blue Kool-Aid.
Yes, but not like nasty blueberry, like Slurpee. 7-Eleven.
These are like Slurpee.
See, that's
Poor
cool.
7-Eleven. Poor
blue
7-Eleven.
raspberry. No, and I'm super excited about it. And I think that everybody's going to love it. Everybody's going to like it. And I'm just, you know, unfortunately, people under 21 can't purchase it, but that's fine.
That's okay.
But
because
they can purchase those bath bombs because I'm obsessed.
Yes.
Exactly.
My
Yes.
favorite.
Yes,
I love bath bombs.
Judy has, and we're gonna ask her about that. We're going right into it. So you were talking about sparkles and different colors, and at first I was like, "Now hold up, there's something else you have out there that has sparkles and different colors." Because I saw on your Instagram you have bath bomb
and
products.
those little scrub thingies. You know what?
Yes, girl. Like literally, you will love the hell out of them. Like they smell so good. The Pisces bath bomb with the glitter, it smells like rosemary and lavender.
Yes.
And then the sugar scrub cube.
That's what I was
and
just
the whip
ordering.
soap. Yep, it smells like strawberries and champagne, and I did that specifically because the new show airs on Valentine's Day, which I think is adorable.
Yes.
It's just, you know,
so it's edible,
fun to
right?
play
You can
with.
eat. You
No,
can.
you can't.
I thought it was edible.
It is?
Well, no, it's not, but it smells edible.
See,
it smells
Well, I'm known to eat random shit, so I'm gonna eat it.
You know, the strawberries, they're soap, right? Little soaps, right?
Yep, the strawberries
See, I was about to
soap,
buy
and it's so,
You about to
y'all,
eat it?
it's so fun, like literally. I love it. And
Oh
the
my
maker of it, like the woman who I linked up with, she lives in Portland, Oregon, and she is just so dope with everything
Oh
she
my
does.
goodness.
Yes.
Yep, shout out to Lilu. So she's
Yes,
dope for
let's
sure.
take a trip.
Yes. So I know you have to go, Judy, so I don't want to hold you up for too much longer. Please shout out your social media because I want people to follow you. Listen up. Judy, if you follow her, especially on Instagram and Twitter, she has a lot of pictures of her products. She also has hot sauce out there. She has lipstick. I mean, she has some good
Everything.
stuff that people don't know about. I was on the site
Yeah,
not too
and you
long
know,
ago.
we honestly thought season 13 was going to be about like, kind of like, we thought they were changing the format. It was going to be an all-star, and we would come back and show the world what we've been working on since our original season. But they shocked us, and instead we had a life coach, and just, you know, it was
Miss
just
Laura,
crazy
yeah.
show.
Laura's
Yeah,
going to be with
but-
us next week, too, on our
my
show
God.
with
and
Cammie.
She's not even a real life coach. Like,
Shade.
Well, I won't mention that. I
you
won't
know
mention
what?
that, too.
Laura
Hot
has
sauce,
been
too.
on-
That was...
Y'all, Laura has been on like 2 other reality shows. One is Your Cut Off on VH1 as a contestant, though. Like it was just made for, you know, TV. And that's sad, though, because a lot of the girls take her really seriously, you know?
I just thought that was so funny, though, because you definitely just threw, like, the ultimate shade.
Yes, she's the big shady cloud that goes
She
on
said,
top of us.
yes, I like it when you make me wet. So she does.
It's just, yeah, you know, if Oxygen doesn't show the world what we have working on and stuff, nobody's going to know that unless they do follow us on social media. So you're right. You're right about that. Yep.
So what's your social media channels? Yeah, people can follow you on.
My Twitter is Judi Jai Crazy, JudiJaiKrazi. My Instagram is Miss Judi Jai, MissJudiJai. And my Snapchat is the same as my Instagram, Miss Judi Jai. And you can find everything, absolutely everything, on my website at SoJudiJai.com. SoJudiJai.com.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And I've been on all of those things she
Yes.
just mentioned, so you guys need to get on the train too and go
It's
visit.
lit.
I need to get on that website and get them sugar scrubs because my birthday is coming
Yes.
up and I need some. And
You want to buy
What?
some?
Happy birthday.
Oh.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you. Ooh.
Yes. Okay. So I want to thank you, Judi, so much for taking the time. We have been preparing for this interview.
Yes.
We're so excited you were able to come on and talk to us about what's upcoming for you. Don't forget, everybody, to tune in to the Battle of the Ex-Besties that's coming out on Valentine's Day on Oxygen. I will be
Definitely.
tuning in. I will be promoting the
Yeah.
out of that show so everybody else watches.
And also, real quick, I just have to tell you that you are beyond professional. Like, I mean,
thank you.
literally the way you prepare and write emails, they're legible, they're very proper. Like, it was very, very well constructed, and I love this radio show, and I definitely wish y'all the best of luck.
Oh,
in
thank
it.
you so
And
much.
That was so
Yeah,
sweet.
it's awesome. Like, I had a blast. I'm very appreciative of this opportunity for sure.
Well, thank
Yay,
you.
it
We
was
will be
so
tuning
fun.
in. We will be following you, and I'll be talking to you very soon. So thank you, Judi, again.
And I'll be getting my sugar scrub tonight.
Uh-oh.
Yes, I love y'all. I would appreciate that so much. I love y'all. Thank you so much for the support, and I'm always going to support y'all. Y'all can reach out to me for whatever. And shout out to Team Judi. I love y'all too.
Yes, Team
Yay,
Judi. Get
Team
your
Judi.
stickers very soon.
She
Stickers
still
coming
got the
soon.
voodoo if y'all need it.
Yes.
Always.
All right,
I love you
Judi.
guys so much.
I love you
Love you
too.
too.
Talk to you later. Bye-bye, Judi.